Everything will be ready in just a sec. Just doing the final things. I hit play. What are you doing, game? Okay, Discord is closed. Yes. Good. Okay. Just about another minute just to finalize some things. What is that? It's people playing Baldur's Gate 3, which I have. Now. Alright. Is game up? Loading screen. That's fine. I'll put it onto main. Bring up the game. Not yet. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I swear I shouldn't tab out in loading screens. There we go. Now I think I'm less than an hour for getting the Twitch achievement for streaming 40 hours? 40 hours in the past 30 days? I'm pretty sure it's less than an hour. I was not expecting to get to that. Like, recently. Because I managed to get close to the... When I started to get, like, around 20 hours to getting the 25-hour stream in the past 30 days. Like, then, that was when I started, like, kind of actively trying to get it. But, I mean, it helps that I had, like, this game, because this is awesome, and I love playing it. Yeah. Now, because of this and playing Among Us with friends and shit, I'm, like, pretty much streaming every day. I've almost done 40 hours, which is insane. Oh, cat. Okay, you were just on the bench, where you shouldn't be. Alright, game opened. Stream capture, game opened. Yes. Okay. Yes. Close. Okay. That. Now it's the game. I'm actually also just gonna... I forgot how to do it. There it is. Offline. Yeah. Or not? Yes. Okay, so what was the last thing I got? Quest. The courier. It was this. Paramount can be found in Tikawara. someone in the cell I can
Quit
break
your
out?
chirping. I have no fish for you.
Nope, just lizards. Lizards, the weird fish people. The Murlocs. Legofalths. I believe they're called. Well, this guy's a name.
Full tides.
The fisherman lowers his head in greeting and wipes his hand on his sarong, which is mottled with fish guts. He doesn't meet your gaze. Why are the Legofaith caged?
Himwihi and the other Mataru found them when they explored the island.
Did they just leave it in there armed? Alright. He looks at the creatures with mingled trepidation and disgust. They bare their teeth in response, flies buzzing around their clouded, gunky eyes and the dull patches on their scales.
Said maybe we train them to build. And if the soil and sea are misers here, then we eat them.
So it's either teach them things or eat them. Alright. He shrugs, scratching at his incurved belly. Ada's hands begin to drift slowly towards his weapon. He blinks at your companion, impassively glancing toward the sea with an air of mild impatience. What can you tell me about
The high tide is stingy with fish, and the low tide even more so.
He points down the beach to a lonely rack strung with a few scrawny fish.
Well, the fish do not swim to you, brother? Strange.
Yes, we get it. You're a water god thing.
Akira, for Ngadi does not bless us all equally.
The Keho swallows and glances towards the sea.
What more you need?
No, that was it. I'm done with you. I need to find a specific person. Craftsman.
The village starves, and you hide Kowiki fruit?
I hide nothing, you bloated puffer fish. Traitor! Gatty's jaws will close around you.
Will you do any of this fight? No. Harama. And then do this. Yes. Yeah. Let's talk to this guy. There
Confess
seems to be
to
drama
me,
here.
or will you let good food rot?
The young warrior's forehead is furrowed with lines and beaded with perspiration. I can read big words. He stands over a man bound to a pole.
Does mine look like a full belly, idiot? Question the rest of the Raparu. We all hunger.
Oh, he's a Raparu. Yikes. They're like the lowest class of their society, so they basically get leftovers. Because anything gathered goes to the top, and then it works its way to the bottom. Even if the people at the bottom are the one that like gathered it. That's just how their like society is. Every word out of the bound man emerges as an agonized wheeze. He glares up at Makumu.
Disgrace. Any other Raparu has worked 10 times in a day what you have in your life, and they do not complain.
The warrior pulls a dagger from his belt and thumbs the tip thoughtfully. Jesus. Blinking, he turns to you. Why can't I read right now? Oh my god. Blinking, he turns to you wearing a bright, friendly smile.
Watcher, we can't just let this injustice stand. Do something, or I might.
The information we have is the guy on the pole is keeping food from the rest who are all starving. Don't worry, I intend to.
You do? I mean, of course you do.
Don't be surprised. I am a nice person. Except that one time, but we don't talk about that. She grins big and brassy, unable to hide her happiness with you.
I say, this outsider speaks her mind like a Mataru.
I like that guy's voice. He touches his chin and looks over Jyoti before focusing his attention back to you.
Another outsider. You visit Tikawara in hungry times.
Do you want food? I have food. But I probably can't give it to you. Makumu sighs through his nose.
What do you make of this hagfish,
another
huh?
fucking
Will
thing.
Tamao confess if I tighten the ropes?
I don't know why I'm surprised at another quest. I talked to the guy when drama was happening. What do you mean? Confess by tight ropes. He gestures to the bound man. I take it he's done something wrong.
Pakeho caught this wretch stealing the last of the Koiki fruit. The tribe was to feast on it for a harvest ceremony.
So he was caught stealing. Yeah, so
The Koiki will reveal itself when you can smell it from Nekataka, I say.
I stole no Koiki, but I wish I had. I would have hid it somewhere most unpleasant.
he bares his teeth in a defiant grin.
You hear this? A second chance we give, and Tamao throws it in our faces.
Makumu holds the blade level with Tamao's heart. Yikes. He's done this before.
Lied and stolen? Akira.
Akira is just like agreements. Yeah. Even the right word I used.
When we have food, he takes more than he deserves. He steals baskets and pots, and even pilfered a spearhead from a warrior on the hunt.
Exasperated, Makumu mops his brow with the back of his hand.
I say there is no person in Tikawara who he has not wronged in some way. Maybe no person in the Deadfire.
What say you, Tamao?
I say I deserve what others have in plenty. Shade, a full belly, a moment to kneel on cool sands.
Shouldn't have stolen. I mean, it's a crime. You did this to yourself. He glares up at Makumu.
We stopped being a tribe when Ruanu dragged us into the path of the outsiders. Now we can only save ourselves.
You shame us, Tamao. To return in your next life as a coconut crab would be too kind.
Makumu stamps his foot, kicking up a flurry of dust. What was this Koiki ceremony?
We would have eaten the last of the Koiki as a tribe. This way, we give our thanks to Kahopa, the eel of life.
Is that on... nope, Bareth. Wait, Bush Bareth is... Okay. Because Bareth is my god. He's like the goddess of death and shit, and reincarnation or whatever. His eyes go downcast.
Now this cannot happen. Our harvest fails because this one puts his empty stomach higher than the gods.
Alchemy history. Isn't it a tradition to eat the whole fruit? Yeah, let's do that. History is always good.
Akira, just so.
He nods resolutely.
To consume the fruit, seeds, and all. This is how we pray to Kahopa for bounty.
It'd make things better if I had some spare Koiki fruit on hand.
I say, missing food is not the problem. Tamao betrays the tribe, dishonors the Reparo, denies all of us Kahopa's mercy.
Well, I'm, in a way, her champion. He winces as if ashamed to even discuss
And
it.
he will surely wash back into our nets as a mudfish in the next life if he does not tell us where the Kawiki fruit is.
He raises his voice again, just to be certain Tamao hears it. Yes, from like 5 feet away.
I might have an old primer on Raotayan naval punishments lying around. You could give those a try.
Program. Takeru worries one of his hairs between 2 fingers.
You speak like an outlander, but your face is of the tribes.
He frowns at Maya.
Forget I said anything.
So you have a guilty man, what's to be done?
Pikeho's word is enough to give Tamao over to the waves.
To the waves? Like, throw him off a cliff into the ocean? Makumu faces the beach and touches his brow.
Perfectly civilized. Go on.
Maya strokes her chin and nods. Takeru worries one of his hair.
This is our way.
He blinks at
Better to drown as an innocent man than starve with you fools.
Is it? Smell spits, but without the forward momentum, it just dribbles on his chin. Akumu turns his gaze away, doing his best to ignore him.
Justice does not fill our stomachs or our hearts. It brings the gods no closer to ending this famine.
Akumu's hand strays towards his stomach. He glances out to the horizon. Whisper a good word. Wrong is here. I owe the gods a favor. Yeah, let's do the first.
Akira, you would do this?
I
say, our Ranga will dedicate the Feast of the Last Kawiki to your name.
Please do. He claps on the shoulder, leaving Tamao all but forgotten. Takeru grins and pats down a nest of writhing hair.
Until the Kawiki is found, I will delight in prodding this stubborn eel for answers.
Go for it. He is apparently was witness stealing, so still a criminal, and not his first offense, so I can't stop that. He touches the point of his dagger, his lips spreading into a broad grin.
You are free to question him and your customer, say. And Peheko, he tarries often by the beach.
Yes. I'd like to know about the village.
Then you must speak with the Ranga. His lodge is at the top of the hill, past the trading post. Nairi also knows much, but she is quiet ever since.
The plot thickens. His eyes go wide as he catches himself. He clears his throat.
Nairi, she tends the shrine in the northwest part of town, near the statue of Ngati. Yes.
What do you do here?
I am a warrior, like most Mataru. Can you not tell?
That explains why you're super buff. He poses standing tall and flipping his blade in his hand.
We have little reason to fight on Tikawara, except when the fishermen drink too much of the dwarf man's liquor. But these are only small fights, not like it was on the island we left before, when the pirates, the slave...
Slavery is illegal. Yep. Yep. I've been attacked by slaves, but they're dead. Now, his expression goes slack for several seconds. His widening eyes stare blankly into some remembered horror. After a moment, he snaps back.
But what did I say? Tikawara does not give in abundance, but there are worse things, Akira.
Indeed, sir. Can I talk to this guy? The bound man casts a wary stare down at you, his arms tightening weakly beneath their restraints.
Don't know how long a man could last out here like that.
You look at me for what? To watch me shrivel up in the sun?
It may be a trick of the light, but the man's emancipated scowl does appear shriveled. You stole the last of the tribe's Kwiki.
If only my brain and belly had coordinated. I say I would have tried sooner.
Seems a little incriminating. He glances longingly toward the hut north of the Rungas.
Keho hates me because I insult his puny catches of fish. All he does is weigh down his boat. For this, he accuses me.
What's your side of the story?
Keho says I was skulking by the drying hut north of the Ranga's home. Akira, this is so.
Okay.
I would have taken the Kohiki, but it was already gone.
Can you think of anyone else who might have taken it?
It is said the Roparu share one empty stomach. Blame any of them, I say.
He grimaces down at his lean frame.
The tribe drives me out like jerky because I am hated, not because I am a Kowiki thief.
Probably both, given this is your second offense. Tell me about yourself. Let's get to
I
know
have
each other.
seen better days than this.
Yeah, that's obvious from, giving your tied up to a post.
I labor for the tribe, but our Ranga saves the best of everything for his warriors.
Yep, I'm fully aware that's how your people's society works.
For what does a warrior need with a full stomach when we are not at war?
Because they technically, in your society, they outrank you? Tamao shakes his head and scowls. And some questions.
Then maybe you ask someone with both feet on the ground.
Yours are, it's just your hands are in the air.
I need to conserve my strength.
Alright. Toodles.
Step back,
Oh,
all
Jesus.
of you.
He's got a kettle hat. He's a town guard. Like, this helmet, it's called a kettle hat, and my martial arts, it was just joked about that it's the classic town guard helmet. I've worn one. Been smacked in the head by a poleaxe wearing one. Yeah. Good times. The broad-shouldered Almala. I never hear people characters say that word, so I don't know how it's pronounced. At the center of the huddle takes a cautious step back. His gaze never breaks from the tribesmen who have him surrounded, and his hands never stray far from his weapons.
You've all got the wrong idea. I'm waiting for a shipment of sailcloth from the homeland. Is that going to be a problem?
Don't I need to find this guy? This is the guy who I need to find. His expression turns stony as the implied threat crosses his lips.
And what say you about this? Coded gibberish, or I'm an Orlin.
You coming up, Dizzy? Cat. Someone from the crowd tosses a sheaf of papers on the ground to the ground by Harama's feet. The assembled tribesmen mutter their assent.
Damn it. He's about 2 seconds away from starting a brawl. I've got to step in.
Sure, I'll follow your lead. She clears her throat loud enough to turn heads in the direction of your party.
One against a mob isn't exactly even. Ever heard of a fair fight?
Maya cracks her knuckles and rolls her Are you gonna fist fight them? The person who's primarily skilled with range weapons? Nice. Jyoti's eyes gleam with a dark amusement.
Ha! Company warships blow our canoes to splinters, and you call us unfair? You foreign imps are all the same.
I have an imp on my ship. Sidetracking myself. Turning to you and Maya, Harama gives away no recognition other than a flicker of gratitude. Yeah. What seems to be the attack? Jesus. An angry mob is my least favorite mob. No. I don't like doing bad things in games. Unless I fully commit to the bad things. What seems to be the problem here?
As surely as sharks circle spilled blood, this one has been casting an unwelcome shadow on our village.
One of the villagers steps forward and gestures to Harama.
We found coded documents in his quarters, and he defended himself with lies. Outsider spy.
Musters of assent rise in volume from the assembled villagers. Insight, I believe? Yes. Just give me honest, talk like civilized kith. Kith is basically humanoids. Just a general term. Yeah. What makes you think it's anything nefarious?
Because Rauatai hungers after these isles, like a tiger lurking in the tall grass and whetting its chops.
Tigers are cool.
If you townies are dumb enough to go blundering into an alpha predator, you deserve what's coming to you.
Maya squares her stance and shakes her head.
Who are you to speak in his defense? And who is your traitor friend who postures like she is not one of us?
Jeers and rude gestures fill the air, many of them aimed at Maya. It's fair. Ooh, intimidation? I'm the one who's gonna bring the wrath of Bareth down on your heads. Ah, the god of death. I mean, it would probably work. But let's just get her to elaborate.
I've got better things to do than listen to a bunch of islanders argue over who wants to die first.
Maya reaches for her weapon and begins to advance. Skehu War is one of his heads, yeah. So this is Takehu, and that's Maya. They are the same race. He's just touched by a god. So is all, like, kind of elevated position type shit with the people. But he's for his people. She is kind of against this, like, her people's society. So they argue. And that's why she's like this. And why Takehu right now is like all doing that shit. The crowd flinches back from Maya, and the spokesperson raises a hand.
A Hawana
Yes,
who speaks for
you in
agents
the
of
back.
Rawatai is no friend of the tribes. She and her bird will share in his fate.
Not the bird. That bird will kill you. You know how many kills that thing has got? He sweeps his hand to encompass Maya and Harama both. I already know that I'm not that I'm going to walk away from this. How certain are you? You're making this choice. I mean, let's just do it now. Because look, that is people wearing fabrics and robes. I'm a fully armored badass chick with a hat, gold armor, a fancy ass cape, and a sword and shield. Backed by an entourage of also armed people.
That's what I thought.
And a bird. And a cat. Look at my little cat. Maya folds her arms wearing an accomplished grin. I stopped this from happening.
Harama, we will have eyes on you. Cause no trouble.
The leader of the gang points from his eyes to Harama and then signals the rest to depart. They all had spears. Spears are fun.
I owe you thanks for that, stranger.
Yes, sir, guy. The big Rautanian stands at ease and looks you up and down, nodding with approval. Thank you. The armor's gold.
Now
It's very
here is a
pretty.
welcome sight.
I killed the guy it belonged to. He turns his face to Maya and smile brightens his features.
Is that little Ashiza? Hop over here, you old terror.
Harama opens his arms and Maya's butt darts enthusiastically closer, pecking at Harama's shins.
Ishi Town. You don't know where he's been.
Maya arches her brow, smiling in spite of herself. Don't I get an introduction?
Captain, this is Harama. We were shipmates on the Flying Buttress.
Buttress. She nods to him, their eye contact lingering an extra moment.
That's a word for it. You could also say we were...
Fucking?
Loyal servants of the homeland. That's enough out of you.
Maya touches her brow and shakes her head, hiding the hint of a smile. Jyoti's eyes gleam with a dark amusement.
Afraid this isn't a social visit. This comes from up high.
She passes him a roll of parchment. Okay, deliver the missive to Harama. I have done it. Nope, it's updated. Yeah. His demeanor hardens the moment he unseals the missive. Worming his tongue over his teeth, Harama lifts up the parchment to view it against a light source. You have lost item.
Atsura's up to his tricks again, I see. Thank you, Maya. I've been waiting for this.
That sounds malicious. I generally, if I get options to do one of these like little abilities in dialogue, I generally will do it.
Maya, why is she asking?
Harama squints at you, hesitating to say more. 1, I am the captain. 2, I am a watcher. 3, I am like the champion of the god of death. There are many reasons why I should know things.
Captain, later. I promise we can discuss it later.
Alrighty.
I guess we're done here. It's been,
It's treason
well,
then.
sort of like old times. In a good way.
Maya grins, planting her hands on her hips.
Especially seeing you coming and going again. When the dust settles, maybe we could...
He trails off, shifting his weight. Where's this going?
I'd like that. Ishi misses you something awful.
Probably not where my mind's going.
Say no more. Good luck in your travels and other adventures. Ashiza, you keep your feathers clean.
He salutes Maya and steps back with a wink. Oh, he's got a buckler. Bucklers are fun. I'm not trained in those, but I can use them effectively. Okay, next dude is at Port Marge. But I need to be here for another thing. This. Oh, jeez. Let me just move my hair out the way. Yeah, that's better. Hemo-Ihi wants to eliminate the Legotheth of Tikawara. She took the rulers remain on the island. Oh, right, yeah. Bells have been more smoothing in some places, rustled with patina in others. Yes, that's a word. Okay, so leave on foot. This game is like a bit slow to load sometimes. How are you, Dizzy? My legs warm? You having a good day? You have something on your face. Nope, stop moving your head. I got it, I think. No, well, I can't say it anymore. Come on, game. You can do it. Dizzy, no, stop. Claws in the jeans. We've talked about this. Don't immediately do it again. You're the reason why some of my clothes have holes in them. Got nothing to say to that, huh, punk? Alright, onwards. There's my ship. The Stormweaver, I called it. I need to go to there. But first, save. Because that was like a lot of dialogue. That was like 30 minutes of just talking. Here will be combat, because it's got the 2 crossed swords. Something about the curve of the path ahead of you gives you pause. With the obscured sight lines, you recognize this as a good site for an ambush. At the same time, you don't hear anything out of the ordinary. Actually, you don't hear anything at all. No hum of insects, no rustling of animals. Even the air has stilled. Perception, survival, athletics. Let's do this. I'm better at this, I'm pretty sure. I mean, she's best at both. So, as you move carefully forward, you spot a massive Legotheth slinking through the wild growth. Even crouched, the wilder, whatever, towers among the tropical trees, and it wears a bleached skull on its head. Awesome. Skulls as accessories and masks are always cool. Sneak closer. The rogue shall sneak. Hasn't spotted. Ambush and attack. You creep forward, drawing your weapons. I mean, I'm here to eliminate, like, the brood mother of these, so no harm in taking these ones out. For me. My people will be fine. What is it, Dizzy? Alright. Where be they?
I sense a predator in the water.
In the water? Like, is there actually a predator, or is that just fun dialogue? Oh, shit. That, Oh, Maya wants to talk to me. That's 3 levels higher than me. Unpause?
Sure.
Ah, get out of the circle. Hit it with that. Okay.
Your orders?
Oh, it's actually super weak.
Ha! Right between the eyes.
Wow, okay, this was underwhelming. Bud? Out of stealth.
Yours to command, Captain.
Indeed.
For my
Just-
captain!
It's almost dead. We're fine. Good, you've got your
Right here.
crossbow out. Ah, you still need to rest to get those uses back. Okay, it's not stunned, but it's dazed.
What do you need?
Flanked. And then it's immediately Ada. So, a fine club. Oh. Made of the good wood. Was that? That was it. Give me reeds. Do I have any claws? Claws. Here. No. No. Okay, so here's my character. Fighter. Pale elf fighter. Gold armor. Looks amazing. Here's my ranger, who is the gun and the pet bird, Ashiza. Here's Takehu, who's a druid, who's like, he's a godlike, so he's been like touched by the water god. Hence why he does this all the time. The bloody show off. This is Joti, who's just who's a priest. And then a rogue. Ada, whose abilities are very useful. Well, that was that combat. That was super easy. Saw it, it died. Okay. Dizzy, why do you purr so loudly? Seriously. I'm used to it, but why? The site of recent battle spreads before you. The bodies of the routed forces still lie where they fell, though most have been picked clean by scavenging beasts. Such. Spark crackers. I'm gonna assume that's like a firecracker. Such. A rod. Mail up. They call it mail armor in this game. Thank God. Fine warbow. Actually, that is good, because my boy here, he uses warbows. That's his basic rod. Cool. So, now his ranged damaged output is increased. Ship. Oh, it's such a small ship compared to mine. Pathetic. Alright, combat. Or something. Probably. Definitely. The rumbling reaches your ears first. A low growl from the lands. Before being pierced by the cry of a distant bird, the ground sets to vibrating beneath your feet. The growing roar of a stampeding beast echoing around you. Oh, it's a warthog? You crest a rise to find that the stampede has passed, now only a rumbling cloud. Jesus Christ! Now only a rumbling cloud in the distance. As the dust settles, you note that a few of the boar remain, fallen and still with large feathered darts protruding from their fur. A single upright boar remains, a piglet that nudges its snout against one of the prone beasts. I want it. It's bloody being Mufasa, except it was a part of the stampede and didn't get trampled by it. Approach openly. I want the baby boar. You pick your way down the rise and approach the downed boars. They seem to be breathing, albeit shallowly. You're not sure how long they have before they meet the wheel. The wheel is like a reincarnation thing. You die, souls go there, and then you're like, then it gets like thrown back out into a newborn. I mean, I can baby boy, or heal. I can heal. I have a healing ability. She has healing abilities. He has healing abilities. Do I want to let the parents die just so I can have a pet boar? I'll investigate. What? The dots seem to be from some of the Lagafath that haunt Silent. You're likely only moments before they descend for the kill. Fuck it, I'll just prepare. These dudes have 4 arms? That's neat. You spin on your heel at the sound of flapping feet and find yourself staring down a group of Lagafaith hunters. With a gurgled hiss, they advance upon you. Alright, let's kill some 4-armed fish people. Yeah, that loading screen shows like a bunch of the other characters that you can get in your party. Oh, that's a big boy. Who's not like any big threat. There's a Warhammer. He looks really cool. And he got knocked down by the warbird.
Speak your mind.
Takehu just run there and
Show me where to fight.
oh, that's a good.
What do you need?
Yep. Wonderful. Good old bird.
You were saying?
She's
Sure.
strike.
Yeah?
Me, knock him down.
How do you like that?
Oh, it's a mage. And there's another mage. Duty. I mean, just get the kill.
Lavru, be on seek.
That spell has killed so many people. It is amazing.
Yes, Captain.
Just go there.
For my captain.
This isn't a
Yeah?
typical combat. I don't need to like do anything insane with it. And you're dead. If you move, you will
Hey
get
there.
attacked by the bird. Oh,
My pleasure.
yeah, frick. I can do that.
Try this.
It's done.
You were saying?
Now the dude's lost its turn.
Speak your mind.
Yeah?
Me. We've done it. Oh, hello. Oh. A Lagafath stiletto. Jyoti, you have 2 rings. Resolve and Lone Wolf. I'll get rid of the Lone Wolf one. Who doesn't have a ring? Yeah, you can have that ring. Priest, yeah, she needs that one. You didn't have a ring, but Lone Wolf is like when you go off by yourself. Actually, give it to her. Just because she's one of my range, so she's gonna be back out of combat. 2233. Oh, that's exceptional. I'm not really a fan of Morning Stars as a
I'll put
weapon.
this to good use.
So did I just lose my chance of getting a boar as a pet? Do I need to reload that save? Do I want to? Just for a pet boar? I assume. Yes. Nah, fuck it. Because the autosave right before. Okay. Go to that one. I'll do it. I want a pet boar. This is also assuming that the dialogue will be the same. Because I don't know if it is. Now you get to sit through the fun, awkwardly quiet loading screen. There we go. Onwards. Yep. Appropriately collect. You scoop up a pillar, clamping your hand over its... Yes! Attempt to heal the boss. I've got healing magic. So... Fight swiftly, shaking yourself roughly to throw off the darts with a series of snorts. The others seem beyond help. So, not only do I now have a baby boar, I have saved one of the boars. And I get to do this fight again.
I'm listening.
My,
Just say the word.
hobble big boy.
Right between the eyes.
Even the Ashiza. Run up, knock down big boy. Wait. Oh, there's two there.
Yes, Captain.
Takehu. Old buddy, old pal. Just mix it up a bit. They're dead.
Leave it to
Now
me.
it's just the big boy.
Yeah?
Jyoti hit him. Okay, that
Right
didn't
here.
do a lot. Me. Thank you, weird pathfinding, for that again. And out of it. To me, please. And that... Enemies' armor rating significantly reduced for the next attack. Piercing shot. Oh, that's a free action to use. I was hoping that would have been better. Wait, that dude has like a paladin ability? Alright. Cool, 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 cool. Got my little
Speak your mind.
elemental friends.
For my captain!
Oh, this is a Shiza. Pull down.
Something I can do?
You are not allowed to stand in my presence.
That's right.
How embarrassing. Yeah?
Jyoti. Bloodied. Kill.
Lavru, be on
Goodbye.
sync.
I love that spell. It's just so good.
Your orders? I've got this,
Kill.
Captain. Hey there.
Kill.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Shiza. Like.
You have my attention.
Takehu.
Happy to oblige.
Sad Blight. Double kill? No. Would have been cool.
Stay
though.
behind me.
Do I get the same items? Yes, I do. So, baby boar. Oh, attacks interrupt. Okay, what does the cat do? 20 health restored per kill. That is pretty good. But that is like... That's pretty good. These are my other pets that I have. I've got Cosmo, like a weird magic pig. I think from DLC, because I had it since the start of the game. I have a dog called Pez. And then that's the cat I just took off. Dude, the six toes cat. His name was Dude? I didn't know that. So, you get that. You get that.
What do you think, Ishi?
I save over that. And then we flee towards greater danger. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah. Let's run down here to whatever this is. Hardtack, yay! My crew will hate that entirely. Alright, so this is where I need to be. Need to find more of the fish people, kill the brood mother. So yeah. We shall see what happens. Hello?
What did you got? Someone in my sights.
Who needs to stealth? Stealthing is for cowards. Sidewinder, mage, who was falling
Yours
down.
to command, Captain.
Your bones will feed the land.
Good.
What do you need?
Ada, can you disarm the trap as your action? Good. And then just run into melee with this boy. Come on, little guy. I'm not worried about that.
Right here.
You should be
How
worried
do you
about
like
this.
that? Absolutely.
That was pretty good. Alright.
Captain.
Okay, this is convenient. Interrupting shot. Please don't. Like, she has an ability specific to interrupting. But now because of the baby boar, everybody
What
can
can I
do
do
it.
you for?
Kill.
Let's reap this whirlwind.
Or not.
Yeah?
Kill. Yay. Violence. Shiza. Go.
Yours to command,
Good
Captain.
Good. Good.
What can I do you for? Time to separate the chaff.
You were saying?
Pretty good. I could have used Joti's magic to kill that one. But I didn't for some reason. Bird. Shiza. Good bird. That was... Get into melee, flank.
Yes, Captain.
Show me
it's
where
fine.
to bite.
No, it's less fine.
Yeah?
I'll just skip it.
I'll teach you a lesson.
There we go.
Happy to oblige.
Give me your bits.
I got this.
A fish. Oh, +3 corral.
I got this.
Oh. The driftwood frame is strung with bones and seashells. They tinkle in the breeze.
Be on your guard.
Don't tell me I live my life. I was about to stealth everyone that time too. What's that? A bug? She's a gatekeeper.
Yes, Captain.
Anyone walks past you, I wish for you to hit them. Start the flanks.
Happy to oblige.
Jeudi.
Let's reap
Sure.
this whirlwind.
Good. A red one. He is a big dude.
What do you need?
I wish for you to weaken big dude.
That's right.
Yep. That one will.
How good, I say.
Who? TK who?
Yeah?
Me.
Of course.
Stop that.
I'm listening.
Interrupting shot. Do I actually need to do that? Because the ball gives it to all attacks. Attacks interrupt with melee weapons. Gotcha. I did not read that clearly at all. Good.
What say?
You can't do shit. Oh, that means the bud can interrupt. That's good. Oh. Ada! Blind. Good. The boys are so good.
My pleasure.
Front of it. Get to me.
Happy to oblige. Say your prayers.
Speak freely.
Interrupting shot again. Thank you. Well done.
Yours to command, Captain.
You can now move again. Hits the beetle. Ah, because you're paralyzed, your spell didn't go off. Okay, Baby Ball's effects don't go over to Ashiza. Oh, that's Necrotic Lance. That can do some damage.
Something I can do?
Yeah. Just do that. Yeah.
Right here.
That one.
Try
Yeah.
this. Show him how it's done.
Awesome.
Happy to oblige.
The bug.
I reap what I
Your
sow.
orders?
Hit the bug. Hit this one. Baby Ball. Look at it. Look at him there. Look at his little face.
At your service.
Your bones will feed the land.
Smack. Dead. There we go. Give me your sticks.
Consider it done.
Oh, hello.
What have we here?
Oh, shit. XP. XP. I'm close to my leveling, actually. Close-ish. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's up there.
We got trouble, folks.
What the hell is that? An assassin vine? Oh, and some things. Jungle lurker and a Delimgan?
What say?
You know what? 2 can play the tentacle game.
Okay.
Let's weaken the assassin. Okay, it's not a threat. That was...
Of course.
Yeah, it's almost dead. Okay, that guy had like no... Under his way. It's too far. They should move closer. Grasping Vines.
Your orders?
That's a spell from D&D. Interrupt that boy. That did
What can
not
I do you
a lot of
for?
damage.
I'll light the darkness.
True. Okay, the Assassin Vine is dead. Ishiza. Now I'm gonna have to deal with skipping the turn of the tentacle. Because it's just out of range. Wait. Oh. It's been able to do that this whole time. Well, now I know. I have not noticed that at all.
You
and I've
need
used
something.
this spell a bunch. I've just always assumed that it couldn't move. Given that it's a tentacle coming out of the ground. Suck a dick, jungle worker.
Yes?
This guy seems tanky, so I'm gonna weaken him. Alright, I'm gonna weaken the other one. Just because of annoying pathfinding.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, you're bloodied. Let's kill you.
Lavru, be on
Goodbye.
You were saying?
I'm at the very edge of the map, which is annoying.
Ishiza, strike!
Ha!
This does not work.
Oh, it has wood skin? I see. Let's knock him on his ass.
How do you like that?
Perfect. Shiza.
What say?
Damage. Decay her. Y'all got any other magic? Sure, do that.
What can I do you for? Time to separate. That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've never had pickles, so I don't know.
That must hurt.
Tentacle. I hope that's fine. Yeah, Nature's Mark already.
Right here.
Hit. Just in case I accidentally knocked out like the little area of effect for it.
I'm listening. For the wrong Anui.
And yes, I did just try
Might as
to
well be
knock it
hitting
down
the water.
again, despite it already being knocked down. But it's fine. It's fine. We don't talk about that here.
What say?
I've only been streaming an hour.
I am the
Feels
alpha predator.
a little longer. She's our MVP.
Give me a...
Give me Awakened Wood. Interesting. And Awakened Roots.
challenge.
Interesting. Oh, hello. He finds an old stone coffer, pitted and molded by a long exposure to the elements. The lid is cracked but thick. Woody vines like giant fingers hold it in place. Have someone pull the vines. 15, really? Shit. Alright. Okay, so it's doing one of these. That. 15, 15, 13, 13, 17.
Hey.
Ada. Ta-da! It was a 16. Ada rips the tendrils off the chest. Vines hungrily creep up to entangle it again, but Ada tears at them faster than they can grow back. In the midst of all this, you are able to get the lid off the chest. You retrieve an antique bronze hatchet. Pulling it from the coffer, even as the vines feebly grasp at it with hungry tendrils. Hello?
Sure.
No, not really. Ooh, but it's yellow. It's exceptional. Which means it can be enchanted and made better. I will... Wait, you have an axe, but you don't use it at all. You just have it. Yeah, you basically have that just for when people get into melee with you. We shall keep it and not sell it. But we have it.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice. Onwards. Save. Yes. Onwards. Hello? A broodmother. A large legathith. A broodmother by her size and crest surfaces from the pool. Around her neck hangs a knotted... What? Knotted cord strung with shiny odds and ends. She chirps softly. As you draw closer, she gurgles in agitation, but does not attack. She dives back down to spears. You hear splashing and chattering coming from further up the slope.
Hail, daughter of Ngati.
Brutal's Fury. She didn't attack. She didn't attack after I have... Up! Oh, it's the Broodmother again. These dudes do look cool. And these guys have like effects on their fins. Cocking her head, the Broodmother watches you and lets out an inquisitive chirp. Chirp. At her. The Broodmother stops gurgling and takes a tentative step closer, craning... Oh, there's another dude there. Craning her neck with interest, other legathiths peer and chirp at you. Ada attempts a chirp of his own that sounds perhaps more like two krakens aggressively mating. That's oddly specific. The legathiths stare at him and hiss until he stops. Ada clears his throat, as though that was what he'd been doing all along. The young legathith pokes its head out from behind one of the adults and burbles happily. The adult ushers it back with a firm claw. It looks smaller than the hatchlings in the cage, but not by much.
Oh, Anna.
Huana? Interest. Legathith broodmother observing the exchange, the broodmother looks to you and lets out a plaintive cry.
Juana.
Yep, Juana. Who's Anna? Ooh. Juana? Snarls and gurgles rise in volume. The other legathith bare their teeth at the name.
Juana.
The broodmother hisses. Her attending warriors brandish spears, clubs, and blowguns. Is this because I have two Juanas with me? Like Blue Boy and Soldier Lady?
Can't really blame him, can ya?
And there's her being racist to her people.
Do not pretend to understand the opinions of fish, I say.
I'm not attacking the broodmother, this is cool. I'm talking to a fish person with 4 arms. And, I mean, they're sentient and shit. Seemingly.
Let us not leap to conclusions, I say.
Oh, I thought that was to the fish, saying you hate the Juana.
Hatchlings.
Lagafith Broodmother. She screeches, not at you, it seems, but at what you've said. Hatchlings. Many claws tighten about weapons and tails lash in eager, hypnotic rhythm. The Broodmother watches you. Yes, I saw your hatchlings caged in the village. She screeches with emotion, rocking her whole body back and forth. Her bristling fin flashes like a blade. The other Lagafith bare their teeth even wider. Turning her attention from you to the formation of Lagafith, the Broodmother hisses and flicks her tail, gesturing down toward the bottom of the ravine toward the village. The others bob their heads in agreement.
Oh, Anna.
She turns back to you and growls. Yeah. The Broodmother chitters and blinks at you, tilting her head this way and that. At last she raises her head and trills to the treetops. One by one, the other Lagafith lower their weapons and snap their jaws shut.
Please, hatchlings.
She turns her fish eyes on you. She knows manners.
Oh, we gotta do it.
Yeah, she said please. I can't not. Oh, is this is him stealing?
Look back.
Oh, I didn't think he'd be able to do that. All right, time to run all the way back down. Sections of the boulder have been etched with strange runes and glyphs. Many of them seem to represent local
I got this. I got this.
plants and wildlife. Neat. Okay, let's run back to the village, talk to the dude with the kids in the cage, and see what happens. We'll just ignore the fact that I killed a bunch of them on the way. But they were adults, so it's fine. You don't kill kids. But that rule is negotiable if the kid is a dick. Alright. I've had 3 viewers consistently this stream. This is unheard of. Hey, look at the dude, still
It
tied
is a
up.
bad omen to have a priestess so young.
Age is no assurance of wisdom. Remember Anna?
Still your tongue.
Oh, so
Amira's
Anna is
wings will
somebody.
surely carry your words.
Hello, sir. Can I have the children?
You need something?
Oh, this girl says information about the other thing. Akumu says you caught Tamao, stealing Koiki.
Akira.
Yeah.
Tamau was creeping around the drying hut where we stored Koiki for the ceremony, north of our Ranga's home.
It is pronounced Ranga. I was correct. He tips his head to gesture away, holding your eye contact all the while.
I grabbed Tamau by the wrist and dragged him to Makumu. We found all of the Koiki were gone. The snake brought this on himself, I say. Now Makumu will deliver him to Tangaloa's maw, where he belongs.
Alright, they see Bareth as 2 big ol' eels. Sounds like the type of story Koiki would tell. Sure.
Tamau is the thief. Akira, day and night I catch fish for the tribe.
I just did the whole, I don't know, it seems sus. John didn't have any Koiki, did he? Gogo shakes his head, chest heaving as the smell of perspiration thickens. That word is like everywhere. do that. He opens his mouth to retort, closes it, and hangs his head.
It is said the gods piss on the souls of liars before sending them back to Aora as krill. Tamao stole no Koiki.
Tamao?
Kahopa must have made Tamao from sand lice, because he gives nothing to the tribe, only takes.
Did you steal the Koiki?
No! Ikira, I did not do this.
Good.
I provide for the tribe, not like that louse Tamao.
Tamao. I don't know why I keep pronouncing it. He wrinkles his nose and looks away. I can see why you'd want Tamao out of the way.
Ikira, I say Tamao is guilty even if he has no Koiki juice on his hands. He hates the tribe. Pity and charity fill his belly and shell pouch, and he has not strained a muscle to serve anyone but himself.
Akeho balls his hands at his sides.
Knowing this does not bring the Koiki back to the drying hut, but it will help to heal the tribe.
Would Makumo accept your attraction without Koiki to prove it?
No. He wants the Koiki and the guilty. So do we all, I say.
That's fair.
I cannot say if the true thief covered their tracks, since Makumu never looked for clues.
Akeho shrugs and calmly brushes sand off his foot.
But the drying hut? Ikira, in his sandals, this is where I would look.
And now I need to free the Laggerford hatchlings.
Are you crazy? Then Himwehi will go and blame me.
Yeah.
You see the woman at the trading post? The angry one?
No. He grabs your arm with a strong, sticky hand and points across the dock to a scowling woman who stands with her arms folded.
She will have my corpse for bait if you do this.
Why would she blame you?
She despises me. How could disaster not be my fault?
One of those
Besides,
types.
the Ranga will bury her at high tide if she so much as insults you. Or any foreigner.
Oh wait, the Run will bury her at high tide if she insults me? I see.
At least go and see her before you release her prizes.
Time to gaslight
Then
someone.
Maybe I find some other place to be until her anger cools.
He lets go of your arm, leaving behind a few glimmering fish scales. Ew. Hello, children. I shall get you out. Release them. Now, angry lady. Angry lady? Are you angry lady? No. Up here, angry. Oh,
Consider it
drum.
done.
Reminds me of, what are they? Japanese taiko drums? Taiko? Chieftain. Communal storage, cage. Where did he say she was? Was it the trading post? Craftsman. Craftsman. Worker, shop lady. Oh, you? No, that's the dwarf. Rungy. He's played as another merchant. Oh, I'm a little more. The armor man seems lost in thought. His clothes are neat and clean, but he's tugging on the fringe of his sash, which he's wired into a long, loose thread. He looks up to you, his bleary eyes suddenly sharp and alert.
What say? You are new to Tikawara?
Do you know anything about the missing Koiki group?
Only that Tamao was slept like a fat tortoise, while the rest of us chew on reeds to fool our bellies.
Rungy folds his arms.
Ikira, no one could be less surprised. Tamao had this coming.
You don't seem particularly upset about it.
Guilty or no, being tossed to the waves is what Tamao deserves. I have no tears for him.
It's just everybody hates this dude, it seems.
He complained until the Ranga gave him my finest mats, and then left him out for the sport of beasts. Let the gods sort him.
Ronga's lips curl back, but he holds his composure steady. Other questions?
I do not stop you from asking.
What do you do?
I weave baskets and mats, strong and soft, just as my mother's cousin taught me.
He smiles with real pride.
In the afternoon, I sell them here. Of course, all that I earn goes back to the Ranga first. This is prize share.
I know what the prize share is, but let's say
Akira, we trust in our Ranga to dispense our food, goods, and coin to the tribe. The Mataru get the best of all, and then the Kwaru. The Raparu share what is left among themselves. Mukumu sees to it that Tamao is made an example of what breaking prize share looks like.
Yeah, that is all. Work off. Let's just go talk to fish guy again. Just because I immediately forgot
You
who
need
that person
something?
was.
Himwihi and the other Mataru said maybe we train them.
Oh, Captain Stinkfoot.
Okay. On a villager. Oh, they're building another house. Quarry hut.
Watch and learn.
The statue depicts a voluptuous woman with the head of an anglerfish. The paint is thick as it's freshly flat. What the hell? That's weird and cool. Shrine. Quarry hut. Where's the chieftain? Chieftain. A place I can just casually waltz into. And Almaua huddles in close conversations with the warriors next to him. He whispers in a low, stern voice. No sooner do you catch his eye than he grins wide enough to stretch every muscle in his face.
Greetings, friend. Always an honor to receive guests.
He inclines his head and touches his brow. Let's not bring up the Valian thing. Unless I need to. Krillista, Captain of the Stormweaver, at your service.
I would shower you with the fruit of our harvest, but the season is unkind, I say.
Understandable. Have a great day.
Pokokahara is restless. Even from afar, the storms tear our bounty up by the root and chase fish to calmer shores.
He raises his hand to gesture to the east. His hand falls limply to the side. What is Pokokahara?
An island not touched since the days of our ancestors. The Valians went to Pokokahara for luminous Ardra, but their expedition does not return. As the storms grow wild, Tikawara dies around us. No traveler will land here if they are forced to eat their belts, I say.
He absently presses his knuckles, worrying the blood from his fingers. Like, why is there such, like, a starved populace here? Or not, like, super starved, but... It's a small town. Tribe? Village? They're village. It's a village. I have some history with the old place that caused storms. I'll take a look. Why not move? I'll take a look. His eyes widen a little. The smile that creased his face seems for a moment genuine.
Here. This was a token passed down from the Rankas, said to come from Pokokahara in brighter days.
Wow, you're just giving me... like an ancestral thing? Thank you. I'm gonna just say thank you.
If you need aid, Himarihi's warriors need only someone to bark commands and they will go.
He raised his fingers to his brow once more. I had questions about Pakakahara.
Wind and sorrow are all that emerge from the ruins, never answers.
I don't move the tribe elsewhere.
In our old villages, we were raided by pirates, stolen by slavers, and killed by Rawatayan scouts.
I'll be right back. My cat's just messing with something. I don't know what. Alright. His head drops further with each admission, as if their acknowledgement diminishes him personally. What?
So I brought them here, where the soil is too poor for Koiki fruit and the waters too shallow for great fish. At least we are in the path of Valian traders as they come and go. This is protection, prosperity, a future.
He nods, resolute in the idea. How's Pakakahara causing storms?
You are new to the islands. I would not expect you to know of these things.
Which is why I asked, funnily enough.
Our ancestors told of luminous Ardra, the bones of the Deadfire, breaching through the sands of Pakakahara. Ngati raises her watery fist in defense of the Ardra. Valian or Huana, it is nothing to her who suffers in the wake of such anger.
Beyond the storms, is there any danger?
Ikira, we paddle our canoes the long way around Pakakahara for a reason, I say. Another people lived among our ancestors and built a temple in the desert. Now there is only death. But the Valians close their ears to my warning.
He shrugs, glancing away.
Speak on, friend. What say?
Where can I find supplies?
The Valians left many crates with the dwarf. He hoards them by the beach.
Annoyance flickers across his face, but it's gone as quickly as a ripple on the water.
But we never refuse a guest. If you need sleep, Himuihi will show you all the villages contending for the honor of your visit. And if you need strong Mutaru warriors to fight at your side, then Himuihi can help you with this also. She guards the trading post.
Okay. Trading post. Tell me about your tribe.
Our village here is young still, but we will grow when the Valians come.
Village. Don't rely on others. Especially the Valians, because they're greedy.
Takara, like an ingrown toenail.
For what does Nagati's chosen protest? Give Tikawara a chance to prove itself. That is for what we build many houses now, even a trading post.
He beams with pride.
We make Tikawara pleasing to the Valians. Then when they come for Pakakahara, they build their harbor here. They must.
He clears his throat. You don't seem to mind the Valian influencer.
Some tribes push foreigners away, but it is good to have powerful friends.
A frown briefly clouds his expression.
We got plenty of those. Ours are holding our lives ransom and playing us against their enemies.
If the Valians come, they will build an outpost here in Tikawara.
His gaze unfocuses like he's convincing himself of every word.
And then we will have more to trade with outsiders than just Rongi's mats. With coin comes protection, friendship.
He nods vigorously.
A favorable arrangement for both sides, I say.
Don't seem like you have enough to support that many people.
You sure you want to question that? We never get nice ones like this.
Then we buy what we do not grow. Soon our pockets will drag behind us with foreign coin.
He blinks at you and clears his throat.
I say that in Tikawara there is always a spot around the fire and
gurgle reverberates from the stomach of the guard standing next to Rowana. Rauno? He grimaces and places his hands over his belly as if to muffle the sound. The ranger shoots him a withering glare.
And a Koiki in every hand.
When he turns back to you, he's all wide smiles and pleasantries again. Previous question.
Speak on, friend.
No, that was it. Little ball. What should I call the ball something? I feel like I need to call the ball something. But despite that, Ishiza has a name, but I'm always just referring to her as Bird. So, yeah, we'll see. She guards the trading post. Guards the trading post. Oh, you? Oh, no. It's full of my face, I say, yep. Oh, it's this one.
For what do you linger here? The village is much too quiet.
Her restless hands fidget with her weapon while her slitted eyes scan the horizon. We need to raise the Lagerfeld hatchlings. She throws back her head and laughs.
But you do not laugh. Then you do not joke. For what would I do this foolish thing?
She wipes a tear of merriment from the corner of her eye. They have clan families. What would you do if someone caged your children? First one. Her expression hardens.
Then I never forgive them. We must destroy the broodmother now, before she is bolder.
She brushes another speck of moisture from her eye.
For what do you say this again?
Let's try the other option.
They are animals. They hunt where they smell food, and they smell food in our village.
Wouldn't that's don't you do this like same shit? She leans forward and speaks slowly, as though examining what? Explaining this to a child.
If I release the young ones, then they attack when they grow big.
I know one language. And I can't fucking read it.
I hope they don't wait that long.
Jesus.
I want to see them attack when they're little, with those tiny claws and fish teeth.
Then raise your hand to the little ones, and see how they fight back.
The Lagerfeld are reclusive by nature. They would avoid the village if you did not have their young.
When they ran from me before, I thought it was only my weapon they feared.
She laughs again, but tapers off into a pensive silence.
But suppose you are right. Then I do not have to suffer their stench.
She rubs her chin.
Take the key then, and yell for help if anything goes wrong.
Hey. Supplies.
Am I a Kuaru? Do I dirty my fingers with coins 1,000 hands have touched? Never. Go see the sweaty one, the dwarf. He washes his hands sometimes.
Alright. You're just also in front of a stall. I'm just gonna talk to this guy if there's a
You
thing.
need something?
Nope. I'm gonna save.
Consider it done.
Yes, level up. Come on, kids.
Look out! They escape!
Come on, kids. Leaping from the water, the broodmother eagerly chirrups and beckons toward her hatchlings. They rally... Oh my god. They rally around her with unbridled joy. She lets out a low-pitched warble when she sees you. The broodmother makes a show of removing her necklace and laying it out on the sand, then gesturing from you to the necklace and back again. Chirruping and waving her crest, the broodmother and her hatchlings dive back into the ocean. Neat.
I hope the Lagufath do not come back.
Give me. Get. One constitution is there. Oh. What's my current necklace? 1 constitution. Resistance to dexterity affliction. So that's why I dodge so much shit. Well, it's afflictions, so let's do this. Does that. Ada. Religion and stealth. Everyone has a thing. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I leveled up.
It matches my eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna pause it here, because I need to pee, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, let's actually do this conversation
You
here.
probably have some questions about what we've been doing.
My Sai is nodding.
We found Harama in quite a state, didn't we? It's no wonder you'd be curious about what's going on. Harama is a sociable type of guy. Getting to know people is as easy to him as breathing is to you or me. Atsura set him loose so he can get to know as many people as possible.
What does that even mean, Maya?
He's keeping an eye on Tikawara. Who comes and goes, what sorts of things they discuss.
That sounds like a spy.
Atsura is committed to a more peaceful Deadfire. But he's just one man. He needs good people to shoulder the burden with him.
Only Kazunari about this, who I think is the queen and the prince of Nekitaka. So he's as in he is. Yeah.
Only Atsura knows for sure. Harama might not even have all the facts. I certainly don't.
Mob said he'd coded missives.
Maybe. Probably. Let's just say we're not the first people to deliver Harama a missive that looked like one thing and read like another.
What have we been delivering, Maya?
Truthfully? I don't know. They looked like ordinary documents to me, but I'm sure that's how Atsura wanted it. Atsura has a new code for every hour of the day. He probably has cipher keys tattooed all over his body.
What's to stop me? Let's do the
Don't be
dialogue.
dense. They're smart enough to assume that Rawatai has spies. And if they're really smart, they're spying on us too. Though I doubt it.
Alright, that's all for now.
You have every reason to be suspicious. Just trust me that this is all for the best. I wouldn't lie about that. I've got some answers.
Alright, now let's do levels. Okay. athletics? Yes. Insight brings some like nice text options. Usually to reflect on increasing all defenses. Enemies that disengage from the fighter are immediately attacked and prone. Reduces the fighter's initiative. Each nearby enemy. When hurt or above, the fighter's accuracy bombs increases. Ooh, Conqueror Stance sounds fun. Oh, is that tough? Yes, it is. Let's get that. So I can't get that and that. Yeah, let's get tough. Oh, shit, I can only get one thing. Okay, so what's this do? Alright, let's just get tough. More health. So no new weapon proficiency. Agility. Arcana. Jesus. History. That's good. People don't really fall down. I'm pretty good with what she's got. Rapid casting.
Hey there. Be right there.
Alright. I think I'll call it there for today.
I'm listening.
Shorter stream because I started a bit later. But whatever. Okay, yeah, so thank you for watching. Hope everybody had fun. If you did, consider a follow. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Maybe. Probably. See ya.